Okay, so this brake sensor was just like wound up back here instead of plugged in. If you look at our previous video about taking this, well, just these rotors, you can see it shows really clearly. These just pop in. They just pop right in between the what are you doing? You can't see where it goes in, but all of the brake pads have got a slot that matches this exactly, and that just pops in. When the brake pad wears down, it hits this and it triggers it and it's done. So until we get our new brake pads and sensors next week, we are going to just close this loop. Harper, you're in the light. You're directly in the light. Okay, so closing this loop is this simple. We are going to strip these wires. They are apparently 20 gauge. Alright, strip them back. Let me try that again. We'll try it at the, let's see. Try the second slot up. Nope. It's gotta be this one. Well, there's that one. There's that one. Let's see, I'm going to take my gloves off. And I'm going to take these two wires and I'm just going to twist them together. And then I am going to bend them directly back like so. And then I've got a little piece of heat shrink. Heat shrink is just, that's exactly what it is. It's a little plastic tube, and when any sort of heat hits it, a hair dryer, a heat gun, a little bit of a flame, it just shrinks down. So they're used for electrical components. So I'm going to try to get this in here. It might be a little tight. Oh man, it's almost there. Okay, so we're going to pause the video and I'm going to grab the next size up. Okay, we're back. We got the next size up. These just come in like 6-inch tubes or whatever size tubes. So I'm just going to snip it. These are about the same. I'm going to use the longer one. So I'm just going to slide it over like that, halfway up, and leave the bottom like that. And then I'm just going to use a flame to seal it off. I don't have a heat gun, and I don't want to bring the blow dryer out here. So you just start hitting it with some heat, and it just heat shrinks, and it gets it real slick. So it's not super waterproof or anything. I am gonna like just torch this end and see if I can pinch it down a little bit. But it'll be fine, and that's going to be good. So that's it. It's just, now those are just tied together. That's going to last a lot longer than like electrical tape. I think we're probably going to go a little smaller on this. But that's that. So that's going to be fine for a week. We'll just tuck it back there. We'll put a zip tie. I've got a zip tie somewhere, but I'm just gonna, oh, here's the zip tie. I am just gonna go back to like its original thing. Actually, you know what, I'm not gonna zip tie it. I am just going to pop it back in its original housing, like the little guard. I'll show you in a second. So you just pause it for a sec. We'll get this back here nice and neat. Okay, so we just zip tied it. This is what holds its little bracket in. You're right in the light. That's what holds its bracket in the back. So we just popped it out, put a zip tie on it, and just get rid of the excess and pop it back in place back there. And let's see if we can maybe get a shot. It's a little hard. It's just sitting back there. Let's see. So yeah, it's just popped back into place. That's it. And so next week we will track that back to the first spot. where all these have a male and female plug. We'll track it back to that actual plug, disconnect it, and put on our new sensor, and we'll rev up the car and see if maybe this light stops flickering. So there you go.